What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another installment of the Craving Wild podcast. This is going to be episode 44. Our buddy Jeremy Beck comes back on to talk about a little bit his trip in Colorado and then what he's getting into here in Wisconsin and Minnesota coming up in, well, he's there now, actually. He's in Wisconsin right now, and then I think he's going to Minnesota after that. So we'll be in touch with him. Hopefully he tags out. Hopefully this podcast brings him luck. And hopefully brings whoever listens to this luck, including myself, because I'm in last place. Every time we do these intros, I'm in last place, Antonio.
It happens.
I don't like it.
Well, you are going to tag out tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow, I got to work tomorrow morning.
Oh, sorry. That's
Tomorrow afternoon.
Well, tomorrow afternoon.
So we have all right, Craving Wild update. Antonio's killing everybody. He's got a ton of points. I was in second place for like 4 days, and then Eddie killed a deer in Bumblefuck, Pennsylvania, and took him 17 hours to carry it out, and he almost killed himself in the process.
He changed the color of his camo with that deer.
Yeah. From and I wish he was here to tell this, but he lost power, so he's dealing with that right now, unfortunately. I'm sure he'll tell the story in the next week's episode. Mine was very short and sweet. The doe. I think shooting light was like 6:57 a.m. I shot her like 7:02. Went 45 yards?
Yeah.
Antonio came to help me pick her up. And I've changed his not changed. I've strengthened the opinion of mechanical versus fixed blade.
Yes.
Yes. If you listen to the last episode with Antonio's buck, did we talk about the shoulder? I think so.
Yeah, we did.
Just didn't the broadhead didn't do what he wanted it to do.
Yeah. It didn't help me with my mistake.
Right.
Which is why I got it.
Which also too, I don't think the mechanical would do that either.
No, it won't.
But your first shot would have been
yes, it would have been
lights out.
Yeah, complete lights out. If the size of the broadhead would have been bigger, which with mechanical it is.
Right, just a lot more cutting surface.
Yeah.
And the blood trails are
insane.
Stupid.
It is.
So yeah.
Well, we got a couple photos from your doe from that blood trail, and they're insane.
And you guys know, like, photos don't do what it looks like in real life justice.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. We're putting down. What do we got now? 4 deer down?
3?
No, Eddie's got 2.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
one, you got
Yeah,
one.
yeah. 4.
You got the buck. So 1 buck, 3 does down. This coming week is fire.
It's going to be fire. Hopefully,
this is the week.
Yeah.
Like, this is, if you cash in all of your sick time. If you don't have any, borrow some from next year.
Yeah.
Do whatever you got to do. Fake your grandma's death. Something.
At least Thursday and Friday.
Yeah. We have some thoughts possibly about traveling a little bit towards the end of the week. We're not sure if we're going to do that yet, so we're actually going to hash that out after this. So other than that, guys, get out, get in your tree stand, be in there all day. Check whatever programs you run. You don't even have to check the programs. Just go hunt.
Yeah,
just go
pretty
hunt.
much. It's going to be good.
You don't need an app to tell you what to do.
I hate it that I can't hunt.
Sucks.
Because, but I'm going to miss it. But, I'm happy that
You come film me.
Maybe.
Nah, you could go kill pheasants and ducks. Add to the... We need stuff for the Craving Wild cooking. So
yeah, we do.
Or Craving Wild culinary.
Yeah.
Other than that, guys, we'll get you guys into the episode. See you next week.
What are you guys mixing up right there?
Just iced tea, bro.
Oh.
We got to hunt tomorrow.
I got... What the fuck is this? Guinness Nitro Cold Brew Coffee.
All right.
It's all right.
Does it have alcohol in it?
Mm-hmm. It's like 4%.
Listen, we have a Bud Light sign in the back. What do you think we're drinking, bro?
What
do you got? What are you drinking?
I got a shaker bottle with some creatine and some juice.
Are you still so I started taking creatine because of you. I was having a lot of issues cramping up. And I remember you talking in Kentucky that you like taking creatine just for the water retention.
That's correct.
And you're still holding true to that? Still working for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and now the hunting season started, I'll cut back lifting and then I just try to drink at least a couple shakers with creatine in it every day. Because then another thing too is I like it because I don't like to drink a lot while I'm sitting on stand. You know, because then you got to piss all the fucking time. So if I take 2 shaker bottles with me, like if I'm doing like an all day sit, I'll take 2 shaker bottles with me, and that shaker bottle, both of those will last me from dark to dark.
Oh shit. Okay, so you're like Antonio, like camels over here.
Oh,
Now-
what? You drink less?
Yeah, I hate drinking. I understand.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't, or like I'll just have to piss all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Like in a 4 hours, in a 4 hour, like a 4 hour sit, I wouldn't even bother bringing a bottle of water.
Oh damn! All right, you're better than I am then.
No, I hate it, dude. Just because it waits.
Yeah, the way.
More shit that I.
That's a good point too. That's another thing. Is like, you know, how much realistically do you want to haul around when you got to hike your stand and sticks and
Yeah.
How much did that affect you out in Colorado? The weight of the water and trying to get water and all. Like, how was your water situation out there?
Oh, so we camped by water, and I think I told you I bought that Grail system.
Yeah.
So it's like a shaker bottle that you scoop, you pull the top out, and it's like a separate cup, and you scoop up the water, and then you press it down just using the force of yourself, and it takes like 8 to 10 seconds, and then you got a filtered, clean 24 ounces of water.
And did you like that? It worked good for you? No
Dude,
issues?
I loved it. It was, and we actually had other guys that had different things, and I mean, it wasn't even close. I could press. We took a collapsible 3-gallon jug, and I mean, we could fill that thing up so fucking fast, dude. Less than 5 minutes, we got 3 gallons of filtered water.
That's fucking brilliant. I'm glad we need to take that to, why don't we take one of those to BTS?
We can. With the filter?
No, not the grill, but he said he brought the 3-gallon collapsible plastic.
Yeah.
They weigh like nothing.
Yeah, so then we did that at camp every night, and I mean, we had 4 guys, you know, so then we basically had enough to do all our meals that night, some fresh water. You're trying to rehydrate, get some electrolytes, you know, in your body. And then you wake up in the morning, you got breakfast, you want to at least slam one more jug of water, one more bottle before you get out hiking for the day.
Right.
Because we camped low, and then once you were up top, there was no water.
Yeah. That's always the biggest problem.
So all day long, like I just said with Antonio, like you got 2 jugs.
Yeah.
So I got 2 bottles of water to last you all day till dark.
Right. And your output is significantly higher when you're doing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and you know, you're doing a lot of hiking, you don't want to cramp up.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have a stupid question. Like you say, it helps you retain water. Does it help you with your sweating? I don't know if I don't know if I'm asking that question right.
Like, do you sweat more, you mean, by retraining water?
No, like sweat less. Like,
If you drink less.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Because I sweat like a bitch. Like that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I normally sweat a ton, but like out west, the air is so dry that like you could be soaked with sweat, and I mean you're dry within an hour.
Yeah, it evaporates pretty quick.
You know, it's not like out by you guys where it's so fucking humid.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we finally just broke that humidity here. Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I've heard like stories with Dan talking to me about it, and like even in Kentucky, Dan, like you could get beautiful day, it could be in the 60s, and it's still like you're still wet.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, your wiener spends 70% of its time stuck to your leg.
That is true.
Well, how much weight did you lose on your trip?
Like 15 pounds.
Oh, that's not too bad. I kind of expected you to lose more.
Yeah, I did too. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I kind of ate like a king compared to everyone else because I brought all those Mountain House meals.
Oh, okay. What did everybody else bring?
Like some of the other guys planned like one Mountain House meal a day. Otherwise, they were living on like trail mix and dried fruit.
No shit.
I would have been like you, buddy. I would have been like 3 a day at least.
Yeah, I did 3 of those, and then I had like Cliff Bars, and I mean, so honestly, I wasn't like too deprived.
What's your favorite breakfast? Because that's my major problem with them. I can never find a good breakfast on Mountain House.
I like
or
the
the
skillet
other ones.
ones. The breakfast skillet.
Yeah,
I love them too.
that's all right. There's something about it. I'm like, ugh. I'd
Oh,
rather
dude,
just
the
eat like
breakfast-
pasta or something for breakfast.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think. God, I can't remember. I had the night. Oh, the fajita, mixed up one.
Yeah,
That one for the night. That was my favorite.
that one's good.
No
too.
shit.
Yeah.
Before we get any further, as always, myself in the in the room to my left,
Antonio.
to my other left,
Eddie.
and then on the phone we have my good buddy Jeremy Beck. What's going on, dude?
What's up, guys?
So we always forget to have introductions,
Yes,
and
we
we like to do it about 10 minutes in. It seems about right. All right. So my favorite. We'll get back to what we're talking about. My favorite meal was is the biscuits and gravy.
Okay.
I love that one.
That one's probably the last on my list.
Really? Not
High
too
five
thick.
from here,
Too.
I don't know. It's
It's
I
too
don't know.
fucking. It's
It's
like a
not-
break in your stomach, dude. I'm like, ugh.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
It like gives me that low center of gravity. You know.
I don't know though. I like the spaghetti. Honestly, I like them all. Like everyone
Yeah.
complains about them. I
Yeah.
actually enjoy them.
Yeah, I like my favorite one when I'm like exhausted is the beef stroganoff or whatever it is that you call it. That shit to me is
Yes.
fucking killer.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one that sometimes I eat that for breakfast because I don't like any of the breakfast one, or
Cereals.
they have one that you put milk or water in it. It's like granola and fruits
Yeah.
that I
Oh,
can eat for
strawberry.
breakfast.
The strawberry.
Because you don't
Yep,
have to
that
you don't
one's
have to
good.
boil it or anything like that. You just put water. Yeah,
Mhm.
that gives me a little bit of boost of energy.
Is that what you guys bring when you go to Delaware?
No,
we
when
eat like kings in
in
Delaware.
Delaware. Yeah, because we have a campground that we stay on. So we
Oh shit.
we
okay.
bring stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we did that trip last year in New York, we did bring a bunch of those. And
Okay, I couldn't remember. So
instant
New
mashed
York is the
potatoes.
one. New York is the one where you guys pack in.
yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the one where like we're really paying attention. And that was when I made my infamous mashed potatoes, tuna fish, and spam.
all together.
I didn't think if you like sausage and gravy, you probably wouldn't be a fan of that one.
No.
that one is not that bad compared to the sausage and gravy.
I think when you're having that high output, especially, I don't know what it was, because like I did a pretty long trip in Colorado, but I was way hungrier in New York. I think because it was so cold.
Mm-hmm.
You were just constantly like fighting that cold.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But what was the temperatures like for you?
The lowest it got was probably like mid 30s at night, and then the hottest was like 72.
Okay, that's not
Yeah,
too
we
bad.
had, dude. It was perfect weather. The only thing was pretty much every day, like it was raining on and off,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and my boots were complete shit for water.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
I was
okay.
so
sucks.
pissed.
Yeah. What boot were you hiking with?
Yeah, well, I'll shit right on Danner because, dude,
Yeah.
I've like been such a promoter of them for so long because I've had 2 different pairs of the pronghorns,
Uh-huh.
and I loved them to death, the uninsulated pronghorns. And then this year they didn't have my size, and they were the guy at Shields up in Rochester by me. They were like, "Oh, you got to try these Elements. They were like cheaper and they're lighter." And I wore them, and I'm like, "Holy fuck, I love these things."
Mm-hmm.
Except the minute I got in like wet grass, they were wet. So I'm like, okay, I'll waterproof them. So I got that kiwi spray,
Yeah.
soaked them down, did like 6 coats on these things.
Holy shit.
And not joking, like, dewy wet grass in the morning,
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
my
it.
socks would be soaked just from that.
That's annoying.
I'll hate myself too.
Oh, dude. And like out there, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like I had Dan with his boot dryer, like in Kentucky, So
Yeah.
we were literally, one of the guys at camp actually he kind of stayed up later, and like when I crashed, he was like flipping my boot next to the fire, trying to dry him out. It's like,
That's funny.
Oh my god.
oh, fucking sucked, man.
That's such a shitty thing to deal with, and it's so hard to get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the other two other guys had the crispy Thors, I think they were,
Mm-hmm.
and they're stupid expensive. They were like $350, $400. But dude, those guys were in like a torrential downpour, and everything was soaked, and their socks and boots were dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
So, sometimes you're like, it's hard to justify those prices, and it's like, I told my wife when I get back, I'm like, I'm getting a pair of those. I don't care.
Well,
Oh,
are you gonna do another trip like that soon, or to next year?
I probably won't next year because I'm gonna be honest, dude. I really missed like hunting velvet bucks.
All right. Well, I was just gonna say if you're gonna do it soon, then you probably buy it soon. But if you can wait, there's always tons of deals that you can get like 30 and 40% of those things, and it's worth the wait.
Well, the worst part about I went to Crispy's website. They don't even carry my size. I wear size 15, and all their boots only go to 14.
Fuck.
Holy shit!
Did you try Zamberlin?
That's another good brand.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of. I had a couple of pair of Crispies, love them, nothing really against them, and then I wore Zamberlins this year, and I fucking love them.
Okay, good to know.
I don't know what their sizing is, but it's worth a shot.
After the podcast, text me those
Okay.
because I am looking for something because I really don't want to go back and support Danner after that shit.
I'll send you a bunch of the brands that I know are good.
Yeah.
They're not cheap, but they're good.
You just gotta shop around, man. When any deal that comes up, or have them like on your email list, type of thing. When they sell you, when they send like spam, and yeah.
What do you two wear?
I wear Crispy's Nevada.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to wear Crispy Wyoming, which I love, but I went with leather now because I destroyed the other Crispies. I wore them for 6 years and they couldn't handle it anymore. And then I went to a full leather one to see, and this is my first year with them, so we'll see how good they are. I love Crispies.
I was gonna say, like, I switched when I started hanging stands and stuff, doing hanging hunts. I switched over to leather boots, dude. I'll never go back.
Oh
Yeah.
It's
So far they're amazing. So far.
Do I have the crispy Driscolls?
Briscoes.
What do you got? The Driscolls?
Yeah.
It's the Brickstall, I think is actually how you say it.
Brickstall?
Brickstall, yeah.
Whatever they want to call it.
Crispy Brickstall. They're like super stiff.
Yeah, they're level 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them. They're awesome. Because I don't know.
Are they? Do you guys wear insulated boots too?
No.
I don't.
I do.
He does.
Okay. See, I prefer not to because like
Me too.
hiking in, I'll sweat too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I ran the Crispy Laponias, and they're not insulated, super lightweight, but they're only like a 2.5 flex or 3 flex. So it's more made for like whitetail woods. They're phenomenal. I do think that I don't think you hunt out of a saddle, but if you're gonna hunt out of a saddle, go stiffer.
Yeah.
Because all that pressure on your, on the arches of your feet, I would definitely go with a stiffer sole.
Yeah.
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 But yeah,
Unfortunately.
I haven't switched to the saddle yet.
don't. It's gay.
Hey,
It's
it's me. It's look.
It's Bud Light. He can't see it.
Oh,
'cause
he
it's-
can't see his fucking fuck. I'm pointing at the Bud Light.
Yeah,
you
so
guys are literally. I can see like an outline and you like a giant haze.
you see my white ass glowing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, Dan.
That's fucking funny, man.
I gotta get some sun.
So you're no.
So did you guys
longer-
packed
you
in?
Absolutely despise it now.
I don't.
No,
I'm
you-
not, I don't despise it.
Oh, the saddle.
I'm just not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just. Apparently, I think I'm above the fucking size that you need to be in a saddle. I just don't think it's. When you get above 250 pounds, straps, Cirque du Soleil in the woods just isn't my gig.
So, sounds like he's drinking too much Bud Light.
Coming from the guys who
Dude,
are swinging in
well,
tree.
Dan, remember I met that Carl from Tethered
Yeah.
Yeah.
out in North Dakota? Well, I tried out his saddle before it came out last year, and dude, that thing was sweet. But I also didn't, I was only in it 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're awesome for
So-
short sits, but my back starts to hurt, my hips start to hurt, my legs start to hurt. I don't know. Every time I get into a tree stand, I'm like, oh my god, this is so nice. So I'm just going back to a fucking tree stand.
Yeah. I don't think it's for anybody, but I can't. 5 hours will be my max on a saddle. Then after that, I gotta fucking do something, man, because I won't be able to handle it. It's not bad.
No.
Eddie, do you hunt a saddle?
Yep. 4 hours is probably tops. It hurts my ass more than anything. But this is all my first year running it. I can't give you 100% honest opinion on it.
What brand are you running?
I run Latitude.
Okay.
I got the X-Wing and the
Method 2.
Method 2 saddle. I'd love it for running around.
Doesn't weigh anything, man.
Yeah, like yesterday I went hunting and I had to go to option 4 because I ran into 3 people on each one of my options. And now if I was carrying something big on my back, I'm just going back home because I would have been sweated up and already freaking tired as hell. But no, I didn't even know I had it on. It was one of those, all right, just keep going. Just keep on another spot. Just keep on going.
I think a saddle's perfect for Eddie.
Yeah. Do you have the new sticks too? The carbon sticks?
Yeah, I do.
You like them a lot?
I am a big fan of them, yes. The only thing I hate about them is you clank them together. They're loud.
Really?
If you touch it on anything, it's loud. But it doesn't make like a metal noise, obviously because it's not metal. But what it sounds like is horns together. Is what it sounds like. If you're carrying like a set of rattling
rack?
horns,
The
Black
Black rack.
Black rack.
Black
That's
rack?
what it sound. That's exactly what it sounds like when you.
But
when
it's
you run
just
together.
it's loud. It's not like a dull sound. It's just
No, it's almost like it reverberates through the stick and it just makes it
Yeah.
louder than it needs
Now
to
I put a bunch of tape on mine. I'm gonna see how it goes. Sitting there at the house today playing with it, it sounds a little quieter, but I don't know if there's anything you can do about it, to be honest. Because that's like the thing. It's So
See, I looked at them. I have the tethered 1 sticks,
okay.
and I really like those a lot. And then when the carbon ones came out, I was like, well, shit, maybe for the price. I mean, they were cheaper, and everyone was bragging about them and stuff. And I've heard mixed things. I've seen some forums where they say they're not built tough enough, like heavier guys. I've heard of them breaking.
Oh, great! That's
See, that's something I
So-
don't think I'll ever run into. I can't ever
He's good.
because
Yeah,
I'm
you're
150 pounds. Like
Okay,
so,
yeah, I'm 260. So
yeah. But no matter what, like anything I have, I absolutely love it because I'm just your average size.
I think
light guy.
Jeremy, your biggest problem is going to be your size 15 shoe because I'm a size 13 and I'm like barely on the stick.
yeah, I don't know. I really like I don't know how much they grip too. Like my tethered 1 sticks, like by the time I cinch them down and like step on them, when I climb down, I can literally undo my rope. It can be hanging there and my thing will still be stuck to the tree.
These latitudes, they bite.
Yeah, they're good.
They bite.
hard. Yeah, they bite hard. Even on a smooth bark tree, they'll bite.
Yeah. Another thing that bothered me about it was they didn't go to hardly any of the consumer shows. So they went to ATA, won product of the year, and then I didn't see them at Iowa. I didn't see them at the Wisconsin show. And it's like, how can you be product of the year when the only people looking at your shit is the vendors?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They were at the big show by us, but it's a huge fucking show.
Yeah.
Everybody knows
The
that.
PA one or whatever?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they weren't at any of ours.
Yeah.
And it was a small booth like in the middle of nowhere. Like they were definitely saving money.
Yeah.
You could tell.
I was like,
Yeah.
I even texted Aaron Blasey about it. I was like, dude, what the fuck's up with that? He's like, oh yeah, they just ain't doing it.
Huh.
I'm like, what?
Interesting.
Like you don't. How are you supposed to be product of the year and you're not even out there with the actual consumers?
Yeah. And it's almost like sketchy, like they don't want you to see them in person. They want you to go off of what everybody's saying.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the problem that you will have is what he said. Your big feet. won't fit in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to put your toes between the stick and the tree because
Well,
they are a
what do
pain in
you-
the butt. What was that?
What I was gonna say, what do you run, Antonio? 'Cause
I do
you're-
some lone wolf ones that I bought a while ago. I still wear those. I don't even remember what
Old
the name-
school lone wolf.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I
so you
want-
still
I
got
wanna
the
change.
long sticks.
Yeah. I'm gonna change maybe next year, but I use them and they're still fine. There's no problem with them, so there's no point of me spending another $300 on sticks when those work.
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's hard to spend the money unless you're wowed,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. No, but that's what I have tether too. I have a tether saddle and a tether platform, and I like it too. I don't know. 4 hours is the max. It gets a little uncomfortable. An hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It starts getting you start moving a little bit more because you try to get comfortable. Like you get ants in your butt moving around all the fucking tree stand, but
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather that than carrying a big ass fucking. Listen, I don't even carry water because of the weight. So imagine me. I hate tree stands just for that matter. And I hunt a piece of private, and I could put a tree stand there, and I put the saddle because it's just easier for me to just put the saddle on it.
Yeah, gotta do what works for you,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I think that's the beauty of it is like it's getting to the point now where I think we're moving past like this is the best. Like there is no best anymore. It's like
Yeah.
what's the best for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have a Lone Wolf .5. I love that thing. But I think I'm trying to get things to have its purpose. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So when I'm going to be sitting all day, it's going to be the .5. But if I only got an evening to hunt, it's probably going to just be the saddle just to get out and get up. I only got 2 hours type deal.
I was gonna say, now Eddie, you hunt a lot of public too, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, that's all I do hunt is public.
Okay.
I don't
Now-
have no private speech.
He's not privileged like us.
Nope.
Yeah, well, Dan, this year, like my grandpa's farm sold, so I lost my gimme
Oh shit.
Wisconsin chunk.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
Shit.
So I'm 100% like, obviously I always hunted public over in Minnesota and like North Dakota, but now Wisconsin too. So
How does that
So,
make
yeah.
you feel?
well, Dan already knows, like I always had like a slam dunk, like give me spot. So now relearning and finding a new area, like we're lucky around here though. We have really good public land.
Do you have any
So-
experience in that public by you?
Nope, none.
Oh shit. Okay, so you're a clean slate, brand new, everything.
Cool. Which that's kind of cool.
It is.
That's a lot of fun to do that.
It is a lot of fun. Like I was just, and Dan knows, like, dude, if you want the worst camera pictures ever, as in like just a lot of guys and squirrels and no bucks, I'm your guy.
And you and Antonio
Me-
are
dude.
like the perfect.
Yeah. I fucking hate that shit too.
Dude, like I try, but I just fucking suck at it. So, but it's funny. I can't remember, Dan, if I told you this or not. So I had 4 cameras out on this chunk.
Yeah, you sent me a
And-
Snapchat.
Okay. Oh, did I just send you that the other night?
Yep. Yeah.
So fucking one camera stolen, 1 SD card stolen, and then I got 2 of the other cameras back. But long story short, before this, at the beginning of the summer, I went and I piled this area with cameras. I had like, I think 8 cameras out on it. And 7 of the 8 cameras, I did not have a single buck over 110 inches on it. And most of them did not have a buck at all, like just does and fawns.
Nice.
And 1 camera, 1 hillside, I did not have a single picture of a doe or fawn on there. And I had like 8 different bucks. And then I had 2 bears fighting.
No
Oh,
shit.
That's awesome.
Yep. Just 1 camera. So then I took all the other cameras, caked up this hillside, and things kind of slowed down because like once squirrel hunting opens up, it's like game over here.
Yeah, yeah.
So now every other day I just get a bunch of Hmong people running around with 22s.
Dude, it's nuts the amount of squirrel pressure that Jeremy gets comparatively to us. It's stupid.
Like when I say every other day, I am not joking. Every other day I get a Hmong dude with a 22, and one day, the Saturday opener, I had 6 guys walk by that cell cam.
What's the big draw? Like,
Dude, I have no fucking clue. And I was just out there.
you don't have
What
any
day?
like special squirrel out there, like
Boone and Crockett squirrels.
like you know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
they're big. They're big. But Dan, what night did I hunt? Friday night. Friday night is when I snapped you.
Yes.
And I texted a buddy. I'm like, these guys are doing a shit job out here because I'm still seeing a pile of squirrels.
That's hilarious.
That is funny, dude.
Oh man, I can't because you talk about seeing a shit ton of people during like later bow season too, right?
Oh, dude, you hit like by us, you hit Halloween week, and it's game over because like Minnesota, they open this year. They open gun season. I think it's November 4th.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it fucking sucks. So like you got to get something down or it's tough.
Are you hunting Minnesota again this year?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. When are you going?
So I took off Halloween week. So I think I'm off the 22nd through like November 10th.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, or maybe it's not November 10th. Maybe it's like the 8th or something. I'd have to look at a calendar, but it's a good chunk. I got 2 solid weeks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
But that's what I do. I save, like I work a ton of overtime and I save up all my vacation time for hunting.
Yeah.
I guess you don't have a wife and kids.
No, he
I
does.
do have a
You do?
wife
Oh shit!
and she's very, very awesome. She's upstairs listening. No,
Good
like,
job, wife. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, like, but I've been at my shop for 16 years,
Mm-hmm.
so I have 5 weeks vacation now.
Okay. That's good.
So 2 weeks go to her, and then 3 weeks for hunting.
Nice, nice.
That's
That's
good.
awesome.
That's good, man. That's good. My problem with it's the kids. That's my main why I don't hunt too much, especially days in a row.
Dude, that's why, like, I've always said, Dan's heard me say this before, like, anyone with kids, they should almost be like in a different bracket. Like, if you're a good dad.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
if you're some piece of shit dad that just neglects their kids, then you can be like me and Dan and go out all the time.
Yeah.
But like, if you're a good dad, dude, you should almost be like in a different category because you get a quarter of the time we get, allowed to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, you can see us now.
Oh,
welcome to
hey.
the show.
Damn.
The
Dan
fog
is
finally
still,
came out.
just so we're clear though, Dan is still glowing.
Still very white.
Yeah.
And very, very white.
Very, very.
Listen, I work in a box with no windows. I come home, I sit in this box with blacked out windows,
Yeah.
and that's where we go. And I never wear shorts.
Dude, I'm liking the setup though. I'm seeing racks all over the table.
Yeah, well, so that we just did. Today we did that because the last 5 guys we had on, we figured, well, we probably shouldn't have just a white wall with absolutely nothing talking about deer hunting. So we had to put something up there to make it look like we kind of know what the fuck we're talking about.
I like it.
Yeah, we're still not doing good this year, but it's early. It's early. Antonio's winning. We got like a little, what would you call it?
A championship.
A championship. We're getting like a legit championship belt. Like we're spending way too much money on it. And we have like a whole slotted like, let me see here.
We have point systems.
Yeah, we have a point system. I have it taped to the fucking wall.
Yeah.
All right, so
now how does it go by?
So we got a doe is 100 points. A buck is 200 points plus the whatever the buck scores. Bear is whatever it weighs live. Fall turkey is 50 plus whatever the beard is. And then all other critters is 5 points. And then we have some like wagers going on because Eddie's got a pie ball. If he kills that, he gets plus 200. If he doesn't, he gets minus 100. Antonio's got a banded wager for ducks, plus 200, minus 100. And I have a black coyote, plus 200, minus 100. And then if you, for big game animals, if you miss clean, it's 50 points, minus 50 points. And then it just doubles every time you miss. And then if you wound it, it's negative 500 right off the rip. And what we're doing is if you find the deer and you can't eat the meat, it's minus 500.
Brutal.
Yeah. Don't be slinging shots. At
I
70
win it by
yards.
5 points.
Yeah, Antonio's up 5 points.
I killed a
and
duck
has 5
yesterday.
points. I'm gonna go shoot a squirrel tomorrow just because.
Now, does Eddie get any extra points though if he smokes something on public?
No,
No, we didn't.
What?
no, that doesn't work that way.
Well,
'Cause
that's
we
next
hunt
year.
we hunt public too.
Next year, he didn't say anything when we came up with the points, and the
This-
points are on the
All
wall.
right, fine.
It's true.
Do I get extra point because I'm a dad?
No,
Hell yeah.
There you go.
not now.
Everything's time. Yeah. See, no.
Does Dan get extra point because he's extra glowy and the deer see him from far away?
Yeah, I have an unfair disadvantage.
Hey, so that pie ball thing, it's funny because like I asked a bunch of people too, and dude, it's been like
It's
it's a
50-50.
hit or miss. There's
Yeah,
a lot
total.
of people that are. Oh, so true story though. I think I was telling you, Dan. My dad had one behind his house. It was probably like 120-inch 10-pointer that was all white except from like its knees down.
Oh
That was
shit!
brown. Yep, it just had brown socks, and like everybody knew about it. Like all the neighbors were feeding it, and my dad had them at 25 yards during bow season, and he didn't shoot them.
When
I
they
was
become
like-
famous, it's a different story.
I told him this was I don't know shit. This is probably 5 years ago, and I told him I'm like, dude, you should have shot that thing. And he's like, everybody would have hated me around here.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Well,
I'm
don't,
like-
don't say anything.
Okay, so get this though. About a month after that opportunity,
Yeah.
a car hit that deer. Nobody knew about it, and my uncle found him rotting in a ditch like a month after.
Oh no!
Damn.
So that deer went to complete waste. The hide was complete junk, and now what?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, what good did any of that do? Where instead
no,
someone could have shot that deer, got the meat, tanned the hide.
Mhm.
I mean, it would have been a memory for a lifetime, and instead, a bunch of coyotes got to eat it, and it rotted away.
Yeah, a freaking car got it. What? Ooh, like
Hopefully, it was American made.
just because just because people had an attachment to it. Like that's
Well, to me, it was just like, what a waste.
yeah.
It was a fucking.
But your
Korean
dad
car.
didn't take that shot just due to people's attachment. That's what I was saying. Like,
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
you know, that's the only thing.
You're-
Thing that held him back was people's attachment to a wild animal.
Once it gets famous, man, it gets fucking tricky.
Yeah,
Other-
and I think I was going to say it hurt because I'm sure it was a buck. You know, if it would have been
Yeah.
a doe, it probably would have been a little less.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Other people's opinions shouldn't alter how you fill your tags.
Yeah.
No, if I
Well,
did,
I would have shot it. So my vote, I voted on that thing, and my vote was shoot that motherfucker.
nice.
Dude, it's funny you said that because it's like, it was literally 50-50 on when we posted that.
That's crazy to me. I can't understand why someone would argue not to.
Only thing I think of is age. That's the only other post that I have no idea.
Like it was like 50-50 for me too. And I'd ask guys like at work even.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like there was half the guys at work that were like, "Oh my god, like why would you shoot that? Like,
Yeah.
like it's so beautiful. It could breed. It could." And I'm like, I guess, but it could also get hit by a car and rot in the ditch.
Now, if they breed, are they gonna? There's
no
still no
guarantee.
chance of being
No,
a
because
piebald.
that's what I was saying the other day. Like it has to be.
A
it's-
piebald and a piebald together to be.
No,
well,
no,
it just has to carry a certain chromosome.
Yeah.
Both of them have to, and it's such a rare thing.
Yeah.
Like literally, like I don't say 2% of Pennsylvania's population, 2% of the entire deer population in the country.
Yeah. It's
That happens.
Yeah. So the odds of that.
It's so
Very good.
Two pie balls get together and make a kid, and it's like 95% it's going to come out brown.
yeah.
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 So I was telling the guys at work that buck that my dad had. So we watched him several times in the field across from his house, and there'd be like 15 deer out there, and every single time that white one would come out, they'd chase him out of the field.
Giving up his spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just a bunch of Antonios hating on the white guy,
Hating on,
just
yeah.
running them out.
Hey, I get it because at first light, man. First light is rough for me. Last light's extremely rough too. I'm covered up, everything but my eyes.
Fucking bullshit. Stop making fun of me. God damn it. No.
I gotta get more tattoos
Yeah,
so it like
yeah.
blends a little
Yeah,
bit
well,
better.
well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, no, I gotta wear a hat because I'm so damn bald. It just shines.
Shit. Bro, you and me, bro. Come on.
Yeah, same thing.
Hey, we're gonna have beanies coming out here shortly.
Yeah.
I'll send
There
you
we
one.
go.
Yeah. I would have shit him too.
Yeah. What other controversial shit can we piss people off with?
No.
No.
All right.
I would have shut the lion too, by the way.
Shoot. Crossbows. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, did you see that buck my grandpa just shot?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, didn't I?
Fucking giant. Yeah.
Let's see.
Dude,
it.
it was a nice 8-pointer. So he did like a veteran hunt. So he's 90 years old.
No, no shit. Okay.
Yep.
So he
he
sent
did
it to
this,
my snap. Sorry.
Oh shit. So he did this veteran hunt though. I think it was on Alicia's Instagram too. I can't remember. But either way.
Okay, I'll look.
Either way though, so he's 90. He went out. There was like I think there's 4 people that get this hunt on this. It's called Badger Mining property. So they got like 4,000 acres, and they do these hunts for disabled and elderly and veterans. And so he was pretty fired up though.
I'll be fired up.
Absolutely.
That's a fucking nice buck, man.
So are you not? Because you were talking about taking him out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going out tomorrow with him.
Oh, okay, sweet. So he can shoot another one.
Yeah, he can shoot 1 buck and 1 doe.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Would he shoot a pie ball?
Oh hell yeah, he would shoot. I'm floored. He held out for that.
Really?
Oh god, he told me before he went out, he was like, anything with horns is getting shot.
I'm glad.
I love
And
it.
it's funny because like this property is like known for like giants. Like the
Really?
guy who owns it, he shot a 202 last year.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Yeah, like it's stupid, dude. Like Antonio, he said, I talked to the guy that owns it. Like he don't even look at anything if it ain't 180. Like he doesn't even go out.
Could you imagine?
The
They're in
luxuries.
they're like in a different world. But they own 4,000 continuous acres and it's all
Yeah.
managed.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna scratch 200 even with the 100-point bonus.
Yeah, that's so it's kind of unrealistic. So when my grandpa got this hunt, so they bought his farm. And the deal with it was he asked to go on these like specialty hunts that every year. So they threw that in every year.
Ooh.
So I told him, I'm like, Grandpa, like hold out for a good buck. Like there's some crazy deer there, you know? And my dad said that was the 3rd buck they seen that size.
Really? He just couldn't handle it anymore.
He couldn't handle it anymore.
I'm too old. I could die right now, bro. Let me shoot this shit.
I fucking love it.
So,
wonderful.
because Dad said they seen 3 bucks in the field the night before they could hunt, and Dad said, "Well, you remember my Minnesota buck, Dan? Dad said they were all bigger than him."
Oh shit.
And I'm like, "Wow!" So I told my grandpa, "I'm like, Grandpa, hold out," and he made it that far. So,
15 minutes in, he's like, "Fuck this! I gotta go to the diner and get coffee and eggs." That's hilarious. Oh, hopefully he'll shoot. Now, are you taking it to the same spot for a doe, or this is different?
oh no, they tell you where you can go.
Oh, really?
This is like they have like all these volunteers that, so like it'll be me, my grandpa, and then whoever, I don't know, you want to call him a guide or whatever it is, you know? Like they take you to these big spots. I mean, my dad sent me a Snapchat the other night, dude. It's like a manicured Drury property, like clover up to your fucking shins, and it's just a different world.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
I know. It makes you think, like people that kill these big bucks and stuff. It's like, I know everyone likes to say like, "Oh, deer, it's not the property. These people are awesome hunters." It's like my grandpa's fucking 90, and you know, like he's
Yeah.
Clearly probably hasn't showered in a week. He's wearing blue jeans. Orange. It's like, it's just phenomenal property.
Yeah, that's fun. Did you shoot it with a bow? No, right?
No, he shot with a gun.
Okay.
He can't even like pick his arm up.
Mm.
You know, like he's got to like rest it on something.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
See,
man.
now he's allowed to use a crossbow. If
Yeah,
you're 32, no. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, he still hunts with his crossbow. He pretty much always gets a couple deer with his crossbow every year.
Now, what are you shooting?
A Matthews.
Don't listen to the last
These
episode.
two guys, man. These two fucking.
Don't listen to the last episode because they talk shit about it.
Hey,
It's friendly.
I
banter.
would never talk shit.
Friendly
I'm
banter.
about to switch.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
To what?
I am. I'm switching after this year.
Where are you going to? Don't know yet, or
Oh no, I know. I'm
Ooh.
going.
you're going Bowtech?
I'm going Bowtech.
No shit.
Interesting.
Now, what's your reasoning?
I've shot them all. I shot every single bow at the archery shop. I mean, you name it, I shot it. And
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I did.
Hold on.
Tea time. You're cutting in and out. That Wisconsin, you must have got a gust of wind.
you hear me?
Oh, we're good.
There you go.
Yeah.
All you said was you shot them all. That's all we heard you say.
Yep, I shot them all, and to me, it's hands down, like not even a close option. I like the Bowtech the best. It is the smoothest drawing bow that I've ever shot.
Okay. I like it.
Are you getting it at 900 pounds like your other bow?
I'm doing it at the 80. They'll do the custom 80-pound limbs.
Okay.
Damn.
What's your Matthews now? Sorry, Eddie.
No, you're good.
It's at 93 right now.
Holy shit.
Yo, bruh.
And it's crazy because you told me that you still have deer duck your arrow.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! If you get, I'd say 35 yards, they can still drop quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yo, when they're on alert, you know, you gotta be quicker than they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because once they
But-
lock onto you, you better be good.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather take. I'd rather take like a 40-yard shot than probably even a 20.
Oh,
Really?
really? Okay.
I'd rather have them like far enough away where they don't really know what's going on.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's like a crossroads
like-
mentality.
See, you're making fun of me, and I haven't made fun of you, and these two are making fun of you. See the team that you're choosing? So I don't know. I'm changing to a crossbow next year. No, I'm playing.
No, but yo, what's your draw length?
31 and a half.
Jesus
Damn,
fuck.
bro, you are just pumping out some
Just a
energy.
bazooka, bro.
Yeah, it's it'll pack a punch, man. Like
What arrows do you
Yeah, I was
shoot?
just gonna say, what's your arrow?
Victory extortions.
Okay.
Okay. They're just solid carbon,
Solid carbon.
pretty much.
You know, one thing bad about them though is when you get to that stiff spine, they always break.
Oh, really?
I bet that. Yeah.
Always
Well, also
break.
at 93 pounds, bro.
Yeah. Have you tried rebarb or something?
Oh shit.
Dude, so I was at work. I mean, Antonio and Dan, you can relate to this. So I'm at work the other day and I'm up on a ladder, and my buddy Tino, he's more like the size of Eddie, and he comes over and all the guys are fucking laughing, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys laughing about? And they're like, we're just imagining that's what you look like up in a tree. And everyone decided there's no way in hell you could get a deer up there. They're like, you're like a gorilla just hanging off of.
Pretty much so, man. Pretty fucking much so.
Now, you run into any issues? Like, do you do anything fancy with your arrow since you're shooting such a high poundage or anything?
No,
No?
I'm just a 3-fletch, and I love the Rage broadheads.
Oh, you're a mechanical guy.
Yep.
Okay.
Dude, I've tried. I had a buddy that was shooting those like what were they? Iron will, like the two blade single bevel.
What was didn't you have?
Tooth of the arrow.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
And I did not like those.
No.
What didn't was it hard to get them to fly right?
massive drop compared to like my field points.
Interesting.
Like massive drop, dude. I mean, and they were so inconsistent.
Just a planing issue, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not good enough to know how to mess with that kind of shit. But
Okay.
dude, I would be 8 inches low, 4 inches to the left,
Yep.
and then all of a sudden, what's that?
It's weird that it's so inconsistent like that. Like usually, if your bow's out of tune a little bit, it's the same thing kind of over. To be kind of all over the place is a little weird.
Yeah, and I can take field points and the Rage broadheads, dude. And at 100 yards, I'll put them in a paper plate.
Yeah, so you might just be way too much velocity.
Yeah, it just might not be able to control it having just 2 blades. It just might be the way it is.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't know. And I like to shoot far. Like I said, man, I would rather have even last night, Friday night, the hillside I was hunting, I was probably 40 yards from the trails where these deer were crossing. Like, because I don't like to set up on top of them.
Yeah, I got you.
Makes sense.
Well, a lot of it is setup. I mean, that's what my opinion is when it comes to deer hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be on top of them.
I want to jump off on one and fucking give it a headlock. Ever since we had that one guy on that was in the rodeo, I want to fucking. And I've been doing jujitsu, so I know some sweeps and I could take its back pretty quick and effectively. I think.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're doing that now.
It's terrible. Don't do it. Anybody's listening, don't do it.
You don't like it?
No, I love it, but it doesn't like me. Every day I wake up, I got black and blue marks somewhere. I'm getting my ass kicked by a 145-pound chick. I can't walk in the morning. Oh man, terrible.
That was the funniest part about like back when I used to fight was the smallest guys. I mean, they had like the best moves. Like we did UWL wrestlers, so they were college wrestlers, and I mean, you could never get big enough guys. Yeah. I'd wrestle with the 185-pound guys, and it's like you just stand up with them on your back.
Yeah. Jitsin with her, it's like having a 145-pound spider monkey on your back all the time.
Yeah,
it's just annoying.
Is that what it's called, jitsin?
I didn't know what to say. I just came out of my mouth, to be honest.
Jitsin. There's another T-shirt.
It's almost You're almost shitting sometimes.
Jitsin.
Dude, if I have to jit, what are these? I don't even know what they say. Rolling, I guess. Roll with somebody who's my size. That's gonna be
shits.
Well, actually, they're a little slower, so it might not be as bad as I think it's gonna be.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, those little folks, they're fucking real quick and shit.
Yeah, there's a reason there's weight classes.
100%. It's fun though. It's a lot of fun.
Could you imagine you get with a dude that's got the skill that also weighs as much as you? He'd probably just snap your arm.
Oh, like Gordon Ryan? Yeah, it'll be 30 seconds.
Holy shit, dude. He's insane.
Isn't he nuts?
Yeah, he's insane.
He's just different. He's training with John Jones.
Oh, really?
Isn't that's disgusting?
He's a beast.
Yeah. Got the nastiest fighter of all time training with the best jiu-jitsu artist of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, he did just win something. I can't remember. I just read an article on him.
Yeah, he won WNO 20. It's actually funny. I'm going down to see him in Texas, first week of December, I think.
You're going down to see him fight?
Yeah, this year.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
I want to see him in his prime because he's like 27.
He's that young?
Yeah, he's like 27 and a half, maybe. I don't think he's 28 yet.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and he hasn't lost since 2017. And he's like, dude, he's fucking.
He's a big guy, too.
Oh, yeah, he's like 220, 230.
Yeah, and that's cut down to 220, 230. I think he walk around at like 250.
Oh, probably. They do it in kilos, so I don't really know what the kilos are, but this guy's like so nuts. He's writing down what he's going to do to the people and putting it on the commentator's desk and being like, don't open this until it's over. 3 times in a row, they've opened it, and it's exactly what he's written down on the piece of paper.
Oh, that's like scary.
Yeah. Dudes that big shouldn't be allowed to do that kind of shit. That's why we carry guns out here. You just never know what you're going to get into.
I didn't know they let you guys carry guns over by Jersey.
Well, we're good to the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the river, no go.
After the river is where the riot starts out there.
Yeah. It's so I gotta really pay attention when I'm going to work. Sometimes I've driven and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta drive all the way back home and take my gun out of the car or the truck. It's a pain in the balls. Because you can't even go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you two live close enough to hunt Jersey? Like Dan does?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Both you guys hunt Jersey?
I don't.
No, we don't hunt Jersey. I don't hunt it yet.
Don't have time. Yeah. If I kill something earlier in the season, then I'll probably do it. But I also I duck hunt too, so
One thing that helps Dan is he works in Jersey.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I probably wouldn't hunt Jersey if I didn't work there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just kind of like maybe early season, but I mean, like since we're hunting Delaware now, it starts September 1st. It's nice that I can kind of continue. Like that's one thing Eddie was talking about. It's like you hunt Delaware September 1st, then you can't do shit until October 1st. I just bridged that gap because I worked there. I don't know if I would hunt there if I didn't work there. I don't know that I would probably hunt there. I would probably just choose to go back down to Delaware on the weekends.
I wouldn't mind trying to find some private in Jersey. That's what I would like.
When does Jersey open?
It's usually like the second Saturday of September.
Oh, so that's like perfect then.
Yeah, like I hunt Delaware, come back. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And then if we hunt like Southern PA, you can literally, it's like weekend opener. Like it's just opener after opener every weekend.
Yeah.
Dude, Antonio just said he likes to duck hunt.
Yep.
That, dude, I don't know how you do that and then mix bow hunting. Like everybody I know, it's because one of them has to take a sacrifice.
Yeah. Well, it depends. It depends. So deer gets my all attention, and then when it gets really cold in December, then I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go start shooting ducks now. So it also depends on the weather too. If it's rainy and cold, I'm not gonna go deer hunting. I'm gonna go duck hunting.
Yeah, I got some buddies that are real big into duck hunting, and it is just I thought bow hunting was expensive. Duck hunting is like
Fuck no.
expensive.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. I don't know. I can manage both. Yeah, I can. That's why I don't think I hunt Jersey. Because as soon as I finally kill a buck is by the rut, and then I'm like, I'll just go shoot some ducks now.
Yeah, the shitty part about Jersey is, so their season runs January 1 to December 31st, and so it's like they have their winter bow from January 1st to February like 15th or some shit like that, and then their what they call fall bow is from, in some places it opens up like that middle of September. The rest of the Jersey or rest of the state opens up in October 1st. That only runs till October 31st. We'll just say it's like the last Saturday in October. And then it goes into permit season, so you have to buy like more tags. The tags from the fall season are no longer good. Like you can't use that too. So now you have to buy what they call permit. You gotta buy a permit tag and a permit buck license, and then that runs until December 31st, and then you have to buy a new license January 1st to continue hunting. It's a pain in the balls.
Jesus.
And it's like by weapon, right? So you're buying all these licenses for bow. It's like it ends up being like $200 for just to hunt with the bow. If you want to hunt with the gun, it's another $200.
Yeah.
It's such a pain in the ass.
No, not me.
And in Jersey, I was going to say this earlier, you can't, and I know guys who have gotten in trouble doing this, like if say, and this is like a common thing across like, you're doing deer drives, whatever out here, and everyone, it's like 9, 10 o'clock, you get done with all the deer drives, everybody goes to the diner. You can't leave your vehicle in Jersey with a gun in it. Like you can't even go into the gas station to get like a fucking, Three Musketeers bar. As soon as you leave like your car, they write you up if they're there. Because Jersey, you don't have to like pump your own gas or anything. So they come to the window, pump your gas. Like you never leave your car. Not allowed.
Yeah, you guys have like a lot more strict rules and stuff. I remember like when me and you were hunting together.
Mm-hmm.
Remember you bringing like my little screw-in hooks and stuff? Because you were like, how do you hang your bow? I'm like, fucking screw-in hook. And you're like, oh, we can't do that in PA. And I'm like, well, we can't either, but I'm still doing it.
Yeah, I don't think that's something that you would ever get like hammered
Well-
for. But if you do something stupid, I think they'll put that on top of it.
Yeah. Like, do you guys have a bunch of game wardens just like sitting around the sites and stuff?
No.
No. And this is
Eddie's about to get. I'm
I-
gonna
no.
go get more beer.
no, I don't. This could get me easily fired up, but well, a lot of people get away with shit is because we don't have enough game wardens around.
Yeah.
It's they have too much area to cover, you know.
And they're usually lazy and they don't like to go in the woods to look for stuff.
Yeah, for the most part. And I
Like, you
get
guys have problems though, like
Oh,
big
there's
issues?
well, there used to be a big issue with poaching until they upped the law on it. Until like they upped the, you know, the. It used to just be a smack on the wrist, but now you lose everything, get crazy fines, go to jail, which is awesome because you should be poaching and stuff like that. But the biggest problem is there's too much ground to cover, you know, and then you got a bunch of private ground that they can't do nothing about. People are doing stuff on that they shouldn't be. You know, and it is your ground, do whatever the fuck you please, but at the same point, follow the law, you know. It's there for a reason. You know, that's just my opinion.
Yep.
They're not usually with if there's a spot that we hunt, and they're you're not allowed to leave tree stands there past the season and do all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that
and,
place.
And
yeah.
you can literally walk there July and there'll be tree stands there from like 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, just not. I mean, we have that too. We got guys
Yeah.
that haul in ladder stands, and
Yeah.
They get left there.
some of the private chunks we got too. They actually have like 4-wheeler roads. They tore the fence down and they drive in with their 4-wheelers into the public.
Yeah.
We get some of that too.
Yeah. I have that at my house a good bit.
Yeah. There's
We're,
a place. Go ahead, bud.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, big thing around us right now is like the e-bikes.
Mm-hmm.
So is
we
that
got-
legal or not legal there?
Oh, so it says it's got to be under
75 watts.
750.
Yeah,
750 watts.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, everyone I see is running like 1,000, 1,500s.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't give a shit. I fucking love the e-bikes. I just don't have one yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, it all depends, like, where I'm hunting. Some of the chunks they're pointless. You got to cross like a marsh, but I do have some chunks in Minnesota where they're like, they're old like horse. You can ride horses and stuff up and
Yeah.
around the block. That would be awesome for there.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure, isn't it illegal here in state game hunts?
Yes.
Yes.
what does state game hunt mean?
State game lands?
Yeah.
Oh, state
just-
game land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a WMU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
I got it. Yeah.
Our
It's-
state likes to do everything different.
Yeah, game land's just it's a chunk of public ground.
Okay.
They have them numbered.
And they have a set of rules. And then you have national forest that has a set of rules. And you have state forest that has a different set of rules. And
Yeah.
then you have state parks. Then you have what else we have?
State forest.
State
Yeah.
forest. And what do you hunt? Like fucking what would that be considered?
Oh, it's a land trust.
Land trust, yeah.
Yeah.
Like just all sorts of fucking
Yeah, which technically it's almost like township property if you want to call it that. It's bought by the public, it's paid with our tax dollars, but it'll never be developed or anything like that.
Mhm.
So,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
We do have a lot of public here, which is nice, but every single piece of public has different set of rules, which is very frustrating.
Yeah, you got to watch what you're doing. Antonio and I, we had such an experience one time shed hunting.
Yeah.
The week before, I had found 3, and I found a big one, so we went back. And it's amazing because I walked across this field with wide open with 3 sheds in my hands and didn't get in no trouble.
I was driving down the road and I could see this giant thing like just dangling by his knees. I'm like, dude, put that away.
So
Not knowing what he's about to say.
Yeah.
we go back and we go check these other fields, and it's a bunch of cornfields and stuff. And oh, sweet, they pick. There's gotta be a horn in here somewhere. Well, I drop down into this hedgerow. Antonio goes down to the next field. I'm walking up through this hedgerow, weaving on corn or deer trails. And next thing you know, I see this fucking white SUV come hauling ass out of the fucking woods through the cornfield up through this lane. Stops in front of me, and I just kind of freeze in the hedgerow, like, what the fuck's going on? And he gets out of his truck and he says, "You can come out now." And I was like, all right. So I come out. And then I'm standing there, and I hear something behind me, and I turn around. There's a guy with a freaking AR-15 strapped up, had 6 clips on him. Like, bro, like, I'm kind of like, what the hell did I just walk into?
Just walking in the woods, bro.
Like, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And like, out of my mouth came deer hunting, and it's fucking March or April or some shit. Like, just slip of the tongue. He's like, "Well, it's a little late for deer hunting, don't you think?" And I was like, "Sorry, I'm deer scouting. Do you see me with a bow or a gun or anything, man?" Like, and then so he's like, "Well, what are you doing?" And I said, "Nothing, just deer scouting." He's like, "You looking for sheds?" And I was like, "Yeah." "You have any?" I said, "No." So he's like, "You mind seeing your bag?" And I told Antonio, "Hey, come on up," because he's like, "Anybody with you? I know your buddy's down there." Antonio comes up with his hands in the fucking air, like, like, "Don't shoot me."
Hey, I'm brown, bro, and I come from fucking dangerous place,
And
bro.
he's like, "I have a knife in my pocket. I have a knife in my pocket." Like, but they were just so stupid about it. And then they wanted me to bring the sheds back from last week because I was being honest. "Yeah, I found some last week. We gotta bring them back." Yeah, I'll be right back, buddy. Yeah,
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. I'm going home, and I'll come.
Long story short,
I'll come
we
right
learned-
to your office, buddy. They're at home on my mantle.
Yeah, it's illegal to shed hunt there.
But you can take dead wood and burn it and stuff like that.
Mushrooms.
Yeah. Can't take mushrooms, right?
No mushrooms.
No?
No mushrooms
Oh,
there.
I get people taking mushrooms all the time on my cameras there.
Oh, yeah,
That's
allowed-
hilarious.
Yeah.
That is so ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't take sheds from a national area.
Hey, are you guys allowed to, like Dan knows, I always quarter up all my deer and then I pack them out.
Yeah, we can.
You guys
Antonio's a
can?
fan of that.
Yeah, I done it. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of states that that body you can't quarter them up. You have to take it out with you.
Yeah.
So I called because people were telling me like it's illegal in Minnesota, and I'm like, well, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna keep doing it.
He didn't
I
say that in
tried.
the no. You winked right after you said that.
We'll bleep
Yeah,
it
I
out.
went. Just kidding. But get this. So I call this. This is how dumb this is because I can explain myself. I'll follow a rule if you can make it make sense to me.
Agreed
if-
with that. I agree with that.
Then your rules. Then no, I will not follow your rule. So I called the woman, called the DNR, and I said, "Hey, I'd like to quarter up the deer, because I'm in over a mile, like." And she's like, "No, you gotta, drag the whole deer out with you, and then it's a CWD area, so they want you to bring the carcass to a CWD station, not to register them during bow season. They only do it during gun, but they want you to throw the body into once you take the meat off, they want you to throw the spine and the head into a dumpster that's in a Farm and Fleet parking lot."
What?
Yeah, I'm not joking. So I told the woman, I said, "Okay, so you're afraid of spreading CWD. So you want me, and by the way, the area I hunt is on the other side of the county. So I said, so you want me to drag this deer out of the woods, throw it in the back of my truck, haul it all the way across the county, and then throw it in a dumpster in a parking lot because you're worried about spreading CWD, versus me quartering up the deer right there and leaving the spine and the brains intact right there. Because if I shoot a doe, you can just quarter up the deer, take the back straps, neck meat, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then the body can lay there and Mother
Do what it's
Nature
gotta
can take its course. And
Which
she's
I-
like, she literally her exact words were, "Well, that's just the rules."
Yeah, they don't even know why the rules are the rules.
I was told one time by a game warden that the rules are written in black and white, but they see color.
That I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, okay.
Most of those game warning people don't know how to do, or rangers, they don't even know what they're doing half of the time. So
And a lot of them don't even agree with the laws
Dude,
that they
I
have
worked,
to enforce.
I worked out with a guy that's a warden in southern Wisconsin,
yeah,
and didn't know him real good. But like once I heard he was a warden, I was like, oh, cool, you know. And I asked him one time when, I can't remember what season it was, but I'm like, hey, when does that open or whatever? And he's like, oh, I have no clue. And I'm like, well, that's your job. Like, how don't you know that stuff? And he's like, nah, we don't really give a shit about that. He's like, we make all our money during fishing season, ice fishing. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, we just go sit up on the high points and wait for people to have like too many tip ups out. And we
that's
bought.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So I told my buddies to like do all the ice fishing, and like, yeah, they just sit up there with their spotter and bust people that are out fishing with their kids that got one too many tip ups out.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. That's
It's
ridiculous.
Like, I mean, I know people that find deer that are shot at night with their fucking heads cut off, and you're worried about some guy's kid that's got 4 tip ups out instead of 3.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, just to go around telling stories about stupid things like that. One time I was opening season duck hunt, and the Rangers came in a boat and stopped us, and then it was him and another guy. I think it was like his first week, and he was explaining him what a steel shot looks like and how was this important for duck. And when you stuff somebody duck hunting, they should have a steel shot and not a lead shot. And I was just there like, I should learn that in fucking class, no? Or, common sense maybe, I don't know. Yeah. So most of the time I don't care either. Because it's stupid.
Yeah. My buddy got a ticket 2 years ago because when you shoot your duck, you're supposed to notch it before you even pick it up.
Okay.
And he didn't on his tailgate. He gave him a ticket for that. And like, I'm like, really? Like, they're like, yeah, we watched you pick it up before you notched it. And he's like,
they're just sitting in the woods, just looking at shit.
It bothers me when it's like, these are like good dudes that, just good tax paying dudes that are good for the community, people that take their kids out. And it's like, you got to bust them for dumbass shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like game wardens have lost a lot of my respect. There's one girl by us. What's her name? Jensen, I think her name is. She's fucking phenomenal. I had a car right in front of me one time, smoked a bobcat, and they kept driving. And so I pulled over and I seen the bobcat laying in the middle of the road. Well, technically, you're not supposed to touch it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so I just leave it lay in the middle of the road and get fucking ran over 40 fucking times. It's like 3:30 in the morning. I was heading out turkey hunting. And so I risked it. And I fucking scooped that thing up, set it in my truck, called the game warden, left a message saying, hey, this is what I did. And I've heard freak stories where they're like, oh, they take your truck. They'll do everything.
Can you
And I'm like,
imagine they take your truck?
I'm not going to risk this animal just going to waste. So I put it in my truck, and she got a hold of me later, and I was honest with her. I said, hey, this is what I did. My wife was with me, and she was super cool about it. She's like, yep, legally, you're not supposed to pick it up. She's like, but I totally get what you did. And I had to pay like $25 for a salvage tag, and they had to come and weigh it, and I had it tanned.
Nice.
It's hilarious. It's illegal, but they have a process in which to do for that.
I don't know. To me, it's kind of like the pieball situation, though. It's like, okay, you could just let this animal sit there and rot, or someone could, save it, tan it, and now you got the beautiful hide forever.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's legal for a price. That's all it is.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it is.
It's illegal if you don't pay. But once you pay, man, that's just legal as hell. So
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories in PA that I'm not gonna get into, but I don't know, man. Like I said before, like I know rangers that don't even agree with the rules that they have to enforce,
yeah,
so they do like choose not to.
That's what I would do if I was a ranger. I'd be looking. It's kind of like if I was a cop, dude. If I was a cop, I would not be going after people speeding. I'd be going after people that are throwing cigarette butts out the window.
Right? Yeah, rolling through a stop sign ain't gonna kill anybody, Karen. Like,
No.
settle down.
I told Lisa if I could be a cop, I said I would literally bust every single motherfucker that's littering.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I hate littering with a passion. I actually have a ticket for a woman in front of me one time. This is when I was younger. I don't know if I'd do it now. I got too much to lose. But, so she took her ashtray, dumped it out in the middle of the fucking road at a red stoplight. So I got out of my truck, scooped it all up, and I threw it back in her window.
good.
And it was like 30 minutes later, cops were at my door.
Really?
She took my license plate down. And the cop was like, "Hey, this woman said you did this." And I said, "Yup, I just said I did." And I said, "She literally dumped her ashtray out in the middle of the fucking street." And I said, I'm willing to take my ticket, but you better give her a littering ticket, which I know is $400 in our state.
Cool.
So I'm like, I'll take this $130 ticket. And I'm like, you better give her that $400 one. He said, he's like, all right, I will. And he was super nice. I don't know if she ever got it, but I told my wife, I'm like, you want to jack up revenue in our area and clean up the streets? I'm gonna start dishing out littering tickets.
What did they get you for?
I can't remember.
Being an asshole.
Being an asshole.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Fucking, I'm cleaning up the streets and helping the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I said you're the asshole.
I should have got they should have gave me money off on my taxes. That's what I should have got.
Yeah, that's what you should get. Discount on taxes. Dude, you'd have everybody busting everybody.
You would. I would start fucking doing that.
You know how quick things would clean up?
Yeah.
I said that to a couple cops that I know, and like they're like, "Oh, you can't do that." And I'm like, "It's a law." Like, I said, my idea is like super smart. Like, you're literally helping out the community, and you're jacking up revenue over pissing people off that went 4 miles an hour on their way to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, my idea makes sense. Like, if you can argue with it, tell me how it doesn't make sense. Oh no, we want people throwing cigarette butts out the window and fucking McDonald's bags.
Mm.
So angry.
I agree. I agree.
Everybody got a little low road rage.
Yeah.
That's my rant.
That's good. It's a good rant. It's a good rant.
We gotta get better chairs.
Yeah.
My tailbone is fucking killing me.
See, and you complaining about the saddle. I think it's just you, buddy.
Is that a fat joke?
He's soft.
That was a fat joke. I have no ass. That's the problem. I'm way too Pennsylvania Dutch.
You'll be building up some muscle doing your jiu-jitsu stuff, though.
Not the right muscles.
Nope.
Not the sitting on the ass muscles. Oh, fuck. It's all right. We'll get there. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
So your tactics for hunting, you like
All business.
you hunt scrapes and stuff, or like, you know what I mean? Like, how your natural hunting season go?
Well, I suck at hunting scrapes because I want to hunt them, but I've never been successful on them. More than anything, I would say that I hunt terrain features more than anything.
Okay.
Like, so where we live in like bluff country. So, and it's really broke up between, marshes and fields up top and, so many draws. And honestly, that's where I capitalize. Like, I kill most of my deer on getting on those edges and centering myself in between where I think they're going to funnel through.
Okay. I got you.
I mean, it's honestly probably the most basic shit you can do. And I've killed more deer doing.
Oh, keep it simple, stupid.
Well, and I mean, my buddy was making fun of me because out of all the, like, I do kill quite a bit of deer. And he's like, they were asking me how I play the wind or whatever. My buddy was making fun of me because he's like, he doesn't play the wind. And I'm like, well, I don't play it like hardcore like you guys do. Like if I'm hunting a draw and the wind's blowing into the draw and that's the only way I can access, I'm not going to not hunt it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many people that are like, I wouldn't hunt that area because the wind's bad to access it. And I'm not hunting it expecting deer to be laying inside there, you know. I'm going to set up in that draw and then I'll set up on the opposite side so the wind's in my favor for that draw. But I'm not going to let that deter me from getting into that draw in the first place.
You just make it work.
I'm going to hunt where I hunt, and then I'll set up with the wind in my favor for that area. But I've never once not accessed something. I mean, dude, I've walked into so many, the buck I killed 2 deer last year walking in and the wind's at my back blowing straight forward.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I mean, yup, you're fucked walking in, but to me, you're fucked walking in regardless. I don't care if the wind's in your favor or not. Like, they're going to hear you walking in. It's not like I'm doing anything different. Yeah, they're going to smell me ahead of time when the wind's not in your favor, but other than that, they're going to hear you or see you walking in regardless. I'm not stealthy enough to be putting stalks on deer in the woods.
Right.
With my bow. So that's how I look at it. I mean, I'm going to risk whatever I need to get into where I feel the deer are going to be funneling.
And you said that you are, like me, suck at putting trail cameras. So you just look at the terrain and be like, that's what I'm going to hunt? Or do you have like any sort of idea if there's deer there or not?
So I always start with trail cameras and see what I can find. Like, so what I hunted Friday, I know because of that one camera I had out early, had all those bucks on. And then what I'll do is like, so that specific area I hunted, it's got a field up top, an open private field up top, rolls out into a woods, has a pretty steep drop and down into a marsh. It's about the top third of the hill before it really drops off is probably 90 yards. So what I do is I'll set up in the middle of that, knowing I can shoot 45 up to the top, 40 down to the drop off. So I can cover that whole hillside.
Yeah.
Before it drops off. Now, that doesn't mean they don't skirt me out in the private field or they skirt me below, but at least I'm covering a 90-yard section.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
That's good.
I hear you.
That's why I find it the easiest to hunt bluff country, because you can find so many pinches where it drops off.
I hate flat. Flat, it pisses me off because you can't.
Yeah, flat's the worst.
You can't do nothing with it. You gotta be in the right spot at the right time, and hopefully, that's where you're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I think where we hunt is a lot easier, where you can find these, especially like if you have a secondary bench. You know, whenever you can find a hillside that drops off to a decent bench, 9 out of 10 times deer are crossing a secondary bench.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That was the biggest challenge for me in Illinois when we went out there, and even Delaware, is it's so flat. It's like just so out of the norm for what we like that it's just difficult. And like I keep trying to force myself to learn it. I think I figured out like hunting in Jersey because it's the same, but there's just 8 bajillion deer in Jersey, so you could literally walk in the woods with your eyes closed, run into a tree, climb it, and you'll probably have a shot at a deer at some point in time.
It is fucking weird how much deer are in Jersey.
It's disgusting, and you can shoot as many as you want, pretty much. Jersey's a good state for you, Jeremy, where you can just literally fill the freezer, just absolutely fill the freezer.
See, that's one thing too that I mean, I don't shoot like giant deer or anything, so it'd be different if you're the kind of guy that's picking out some like a Jake Bush style, you know, where you're picking out some giant deer that you got to track down all season long.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I respect the shit out of it, but
oh fuck yeah, dude! I couldn't do it. Number one, I don't have the patience for it, and And honestly, I don't think I have like the skill to do something like that. Like I could never be that dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hear the shit they do. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
How you know, sometimes he says he takes like 4 or 5 hours to get into a stand, and
You only got 2 hours to hunt after work.
yeah, I mean it's cool, and I like, but another thing too is like that wouldn't do it for me either. Like, dude, I could shoot a fucking monster, and it still like wouldn't be enough. Like it's just one deer.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that where when people are like, you know, oh, the mature deer you get more meat off of. Well, no shit, but if it takes you fucking 170 days to kill that deer, I can shoot 44 2-year-olds and fill 13 freezers by the time you kill that one deer. So yeah, that one specific deer gets more meat off of it, but in the amount of time it takes you to do that, I can smoke as many as my little heart desires.
Yeah, like I mean, I like this year I have I have a rule: anything that walks within 20 yards of me is getting an arrow. Like,
I like that
I mean,
rule.
let's do like a forky or something, but like I'm gonna shoot every single doe that walks within 20 yards, and then if it's a decent buck, you know,
What's your goal this year for like amount of deer?
I don't know, I'll fill every fucking tag I got. Fucking
How many did you
6.
shoot? 6? Okay.
If I could shoot 6, that'd be nice.
How many did you shoot last year?
6.
And you were out of deer meat pretty early, right? Or was that the year
Yeah,
before?
Yeah, I shot 2. No, last year we were out. I still got some summer sausage is all I got left.
That's wild.
But yeah, I shot 2 doe and 4 bucks last year.
Nice.
What do you do with most of your meat? Like, how do you cook it? How do you butcher it? Like, what are you usually doing?
We do some burger, otherwise a lot of canned venison.
Oh, that's right. You're the can. Yeah.
Canned venison.
Dad's
the best.
done
Explain.
it. Dad's done it, and it's pretty delicious.
Yeah.
It's good. We've argued about this because he does it old school. I do it. Well, I used to do it new school.
Well, I
With
do
Pressure
we're old
canning.
school. Oh, see, we don't pressure can. We boil.
Yeah.
Yes, see, mom and dad pressure.
Pressure can it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the pressure. Like I've only learned doing whatever. It's like a giant stainless steel pot, boil it. You can do 7 quart jars in a crack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get 21 of them pre-made up, ready to go, sitting in the fridge, and then one day we'll just
Hammer it.
do all of them up.
I think it's literally the same thing. Just the pressure canner shortens the time.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like 90 minutes. I think you can do it in.
Oh wow, yeah, it's like 4 hours or something to do the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Maybe I need to be doing the pressure.
It's funny because like some people are like, I've been doing it how you're doing it, Jeremy, for years. No one's ever died of botulism. Like we're good. But then you got other people who are like, you know, pressure canning is the way to go because it's like 90 minutes. Like it's good. It's been like proved out through recipes and shit like that. Like it's safe. But then you got like guys like you or like old timers are like, dude, we've been doing this shit for fucking 900 years on a stovetop. No one's ever gotten sick.
So I think I do this, Dan, but like so I asked my grandpa, I was like, well, how long is it good for? Like how long he's like, forever. I'm like, what do you mean? Forever. He's like, he goes 100 years. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, he's like, it's canned food. Like it's good forever. And I'm like, I don't know about that. And he had a jar. So this was when me and Alicia, we had just first met, and it was like 2018. And there was a jar he had in his house from 2012. And I'm like, just sitting in the cupboard. And he's like,
God.
dude, it was tough. Like, cause I'm like, I'm gonna get fucking sick eating this shit. And I ate it. Phenomenal. Like, dude, nothing wrong. That's 6 years that thing sat in the cupboard.
It's nuts, man.
That's crazy.
So I don't know how it works, but it was like fucking, dude, we cracked that thing, put it in the pot, heated it up with some noodles. I mean, phenomenal.
Canned venison is one of the best things
It's
ever.
delicious. It's freaking. Put us with the egg noodles. Ooh, man. Gravy.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, yeah.
Dude, we had somebody on, Ben. He's out in Michigan. You would know him if you've seen him. His last name starts with a V. I don't know how to say it. I'm not going to disrespect him on the show. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know. They don't know. Like, they don't have egg noodles out there. So he was like,
really?
yeah, because they I forget how the story went. They use something else, and we're like, wait, what? You don't use egg noodles? Oh, for chili. We were talking about chili, I think, at the time. Yeah. So I was like, dude, I will send you out. I gotta actually see if he found any. If not, I'll ship them out to him.
Oh, I think I heard you guys talking about that. That was the one you guys were talking like you gotta half the people don't put noodles in their chili, half do.
Yeah, I didn't even know noodles and chili was a thing.
I was really just thinking, what are you talking about?
What do you guys do for chili? Do you do anything like straight up rice?
I grew up with noodles in the chili, but
I've
like
never had
that. Like she doesn't, and it's like I like it either way. It don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I'll eat it
Yeah.
anyway, but never had it with noodles here.
That's funny. I do like the noodles.
Huh.
Maybe
We
I
could just
should
call
try
that spaghetti here.
Beef stroganoff is what that is.
Yes, beef stroganoff. That's hilarious.
That's
No.
funny.
Well, what do you guys got going? What's everyone's goals here?
I'm trying to shoot
Win
two.
the belt. Oh, sorry.
With the belt.
Yeah.
I'm trying to shoot 2 deer, 1 buck, 1 doe at least.
Yeah,
we
two
have a
is mine,
list
too.
actually. We have a
Yeah,
list.
we do have a list. Might as well grab it off the wall. We'll read it to you.
Eddie doesn't get to like travel a lot though, right? You don't get to hunt a lot of other states.
No, not really. I get so much vacation. I really like hunting here for one. It's my
Yep.
home state. I always want to kill a deer here. And then I work pretty much like March to December, give or take, depending on weather. I do tree service, so weather depending when we start up and finish. So I only get a little bit of vacation while I work, and then in the wintertime I use that time to spend with the wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it kind of runs into I can only go so many places a year because spent some vacation with her. Kind of same deal with you. You know, you can only handle so much. Unfortunately.
Gotta keep them happy.
Yeah. I don't mind. Does I let her do the whole ordeal, and she takes me some pretty cool places. I like cruising. I've never done that before till her, and it's pretty neat. See a lot of places I've never seen before.
No, I was gonna say because so you guys are real close to Delaware though, right? You said
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
2.5.
It's probably 2 hours to get there.
Yeah.
2.5 in. We're only half hour into Delaware.
Because see, like I'm right. I mean, 10, 20 minutes. I'm into Minnesota, so I could state hop real easy.
Oh no shit! That's awesome.
So like where I hunt in Minnesota is like 30 minutes from my house. The chunk I hunt in Wisconsin's 30 minutes from my house. And if Illinois wasn't butt fucking you with their prices on their tags, I would love to like go down there because I'm only 3 hours from Northern Illinois too. But
Oh shit!
I mean, it's like $580 or something for a tag.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah.
Shoot.
Dude, it's brutal.
You want to hunt Indiana next year with us?
Indiana's a decent price.
Mm-hmm.
Or they
I
two
don't-
something.
I forget.
Yeah,
We
it was
looked.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's the same as like Delaware, kind of.
Yeah. We're
No,
thinking
what-
about going next year, like the week of Halloween.
Week of Halloween.
Yeah.
You got a spot picked out already?
I have an area. I can send you a pin.
Because I was looking. I got some spots. I ain't gonna say on here, but we might have to swap some pins. Because I actually did go and look at a couple when I went through. On our we drove to Maryland, so I stopped at a few spots there, and then I looked at a couple of chunks in Ohio.
Okay.
Nice. You
Because
say you hunt?
Indiana are a decent price for out-of-state tags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not bad, especially for like being like the Midwest.
No,
Yeah.
you said you hunt North Dakota a little bit.
Oh, dude, I love North Dakota.
I'm dying to go to North
That's-
Dakota,
yeah.
dude. That's
I
like
got-
my.
I got 3. I've been out there 4 years, and I shot 3 velvet bucks.
Yeah,
Damn.
nice.
Muleys or
No,
Whitetails?
I did. The 1 year I had a mule deer tag. I was not successful.
Did you go west North Dakota or you're more east of North Dakota?
So, 3 times I've been like far west North Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year was the first time I was hunting like 20 minutes from the Canada border.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Sweet.
Which
And
one do you
I
like
really
better?
Oh, that's tough, man. Western North Dakota, way less. I've seen way less deer, but the country is phenomenal.
It's wonderful. Yes. Okay.
It is probably like my favorite place ever. Like even like the mountains in Colorado, and like I've been to Idaho, Montana. Like to me, Western North Dakota is like beautiful. Like I would
It
love
is.
to live there if we could, you know.
Yeah. Cold as fuck.
It's like a
Windy.
mix. Like,
Yeah.
another thing too is like I think it was easier hunting. Like I explained this to Dan before. Like, it's like river draws. So I
Yeah.
mean, as far as you can see, it'll be a flat field, and then all of a
Yes,
sudden
correct.
it'll drop down to like a river draw,
Yes.
and then it'll go into like 1 acre chunk of woods, and so already you know where the deer are.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's patches of wood where they usually everybody just concentrates there because the rest is just open field.
Yeah, so it isolates the deer so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's exactly how I like to hunt, where it's like pinch points.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you can find where a deer beds in the morning, honestly that's how I've probably gotten most of them. Is you sit back, you watch where they go, thing to night, and then you just set up where they were crossing.
Yeah.
Like that's honestly like I love it. It's an easy hunt and it's fun. It's
I'm glad you
brutal.
like it. Yeah, I'm glad that you like it. I'm dying to go. I'm dying to just have a hunt where I can see deer and then make a plan with it. Because most of the times, especially here where we are, is usually I gotta make a plan with the hope of seeing a deer. And over there, it's the other way. You have to like spot. You gotta look for the deer and be like, oh, they're over there. So I'll make a plan to do that, and then it's not as blind, faith as it's here.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, and that's how it was on the western side.
Yeah.
But where I was up by Canada, that was more like hunting around here.
Mm-hmm.
Where it still really broke up, so there's like a lot of edge.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like there's
Yep,
still like
yep.
a lot
Yeah.
of marshes, a lot of fields, a lot of hardwoods, a lot of draws, a lot of little waterways. So it's really fun. It's honestly like hunting around here. So I really enjoyed that. And like I said, there was just so much edge that it was like fun to set up.
Yeah.
But then you are doing what you just said. You're doing a lot of the hoping, because you didn't physically see them go through there the night before.
Yeah. And that's fun. Both of them are good. I just want a break from it. I just want something different.
Yeah. From what I've seen from you guys, it's a lot harder because, like how I just said, it's a lot more broke up in these areas. You guys, and tell me if I'm wrong, but from what I've seen from Dan and watching his snaps and stuff, you guys have such vast woods that it is so freaking hard. Like, dude, because we got 100 yards of woods, and then it's like a drop off bank, or it runs into a marsh, or it runs into a field, where you guys have just thousands of acres of woods.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got like hundreds of thousands of acres.
Your edge is so much. I don't know the word for it, but it's probably so much more discreet.
Yes, I was just gonna say it's not as pronounced. It's not as pronounced. No.
Yeah.
Pronounced. Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Everything sort of mixes together.
Yeah,
like,
so that's so much harder to.
It's getting better. Some of the public land they're doing like cuts and stuff, so you'll get that edge. So that's like helping out a lot, but that's where all the people go too. So it's kind of especially by us because it's so limited. Like out in Central PA, there's a ton of it, so you can really like get away from people and still hunt that transition, like that vegetation transition, from the cuts, and then you can bounce around and hunt 2-year-old cuts, 5-year-old cuts, 10-year-old cuts. Whereas here, like it's not like we do get them, but it's everybody's hunting them because it's
and some places are never touched. When
Right.
it needs to be. That's so over.
it's so
over. Yeah, that's
over
correct.
browsed. It's nothing but hard mass, big mass too. It's not even, like you could see 100 yards through the woods because it's nothing but open.
Yeah.
It's
And
mature.
you can't even scout with like Google Maps or like topographic in a lot of places because it looks like the woods, but once you're in it, it might be like a giant briar patch that you can't even cross because it's just too thick, or it would be a marsh that you didn't know it was there because there's a runoff or a spring hidden somewhere. So
mountain laurel,
yeah,
rhododendron, shit like that.
You can't see until you're in it, so it's hard to pick a spot sometimes.
some places look fantastic on the map, and you get
Yeah.
there, and it is
It's just death.
Yeah,
It's just
complete
briar
dud.
death. That's what I
Yeah.
call that shit too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like you're playing tic-tac-toe in your legs, man. Trying to cross all that shit.
Yeah,
You get home, it's just scratches everywhere.
yeah, it's brutal. Jersey's bad with that
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But it's what it is, though.
So you guys said are all of you guys doing Indiana?
We're gonna
That's the
try
plan.
to, yeah.
That's the plan.
Well, we're trying to, yeah.
I just sent you a pin on where we've been kind of thinking about looking.
Yeah. I'm gonna laugh if this is the same thing he has.
Well, I'll have to send it to you afterwards.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no worries. We're trying to get a group of people, so it's it's kind of fun just having a bunch of random ass guys talking. We'll probably bring the podcast shit and stuff like that.
Are you guys planning on doing like a campground, like a state campground or anything?
Probably. We've talked about Airbnbs.
Yeah.
We've kind of like we're covering all bases. We're gonna try and like save money, but not be like uber cheap.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on where we're going and what's available at that.
Yeah. And if we can get a bunch of people, Airbnb will be the best thing because it will be cheaper
Yeah.
than the campground. But if it's just the three of us, then probably a campground will be the cheapest one. And we'll see. It depends how cold it is that week too.
Like when we were in Kentucky, it was nice to have that Airbnb because it was so hot. The one day it fucking torrentially downpoured 2 days, I think it was.
The day we still went out?
Yes. 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 We were both just trying to be like, don't quit. Like make the other guy's going to be the guy to be like, oh, I don't want to go out.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to be the bitch. So
I
both of our dumbasses were out there soaking wet.
I would have been the bitch. I'd be
Miserable.
I'd be like, fuck you guys, bro. Call me Antonia for all you want.
No, that was brutal, man.
And that was hard. That was torrential downpours.
Yeah, that was completely pointless to be out there.
No, yeah, it was a waste of time for sure.
That's hilarious.
But, well, are you guys going? So you're just doing Indiana? I think I told you, Dan. We got a decent sized group going to North Dakota next year.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard to talk us out of something if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, it would have to be one or the other for me. So
Yeah, we've been talking about North Dakota.
Well, when does Indiana open?
I think it's like October, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to go at the end of October on Indiana. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
the North Dakota would be
Early September?
Early September, yeah.
Yeah. If you guys
That's a fun one because it's all velvet, at that time.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. How many people you have already?
6.
Shit. That's
You-
awesome.
And you guys camp, or you is that what you do? Pack in?
Camping at like a state park.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
Dude, we can do that. I mean, obviously we're way closer, so gas is cheaper. But I mean, if you go with a few guys in a truck, you can really cut that down to $150 or something for gas, probably from where you are.
Yeah.
It's like 20 something. What did we say? 25 hours.
Yeah. For us for that to make it happen, we have to fly.
Fuck flying.
I'm not driving 25 hours.
Dude, is it really that far?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on the other side of the country, buddy.
We're on the far side of PA.
We're an hour and a half 2 hours from New York City, bro.
So to get to the eastern side of North Dakota, it's 25 hours.
Probably more. Probably 31.
Holy fuck.
Hold on a second.
Where were we? I guess.
Yeah, what part of is it? The eastern part of?
Yep. Do the most eastern north corner.
Eastern more. Okay, give me 1 second.
So
Touching
right where,
Canada.
like-
Oh man.
Yep.
All right. Pembina. Sounds good. I'm gonna put it right there. So from here to Pembina, North Dakota. All right. I got no internet.
It's
apparently.
good. It's no internet.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's 21 hours.
That's not too bad.
1,500 miles.
Whoa. That's
So
way better than I thought.
So if we want to do that, we gotta fly.
Oh God, dude.
Dude,
So could we fly to him and then ride with him?
probably if they have seats.
Dude,
No,
aren't
I'm
you
not.
gonna-
But you know what I mean.
rent, yeah.
That's what I kind of meant.
if you fly, like, oh, dude, I'd be so nervous.
So I don't like flying. I'm the same way.
What's up with you? How do you guys? Well, I know you don't fly much. Do you fly much? Do you travel much?
Yeah, I fucking travel all the time. Like
So what are you afraid of?
Losing your shit. That's what I'm afraid of.
I'm not afraid of losing my gym shorts on my way to Miami. I'm afraid of losing and all that shit on my way to.
I don't know.
Dude, prime example. Johnny Utah just had 2 different times his shit didn't show up. That guy fucking flies for a living.
Johnny Utah?
Johnny Utah. Yeah.
Is that Keanu Reeves?
No.
Keanu Reeves.
Because that's his name in what's the name of that movie? I forgot his name.
There's a story behind why that's his name.
Okay. Does he
Yeah.
look like Keanu Reeves? Huh?
John Wick. No, for real, he just had 2 different times where he fucked up his shit flying.
That sucks. But they'll fix it in a day or two.
Yeah,
that's
day or
2
two.
days of your hunt.
Hey, you should be scouting. You shouldn't be hunting.
I'd be way too nervous.
I guess so. I don't. That shit don't bother me.
That's the fella.
Plus, I like to have my. I like to have a vehicle.
Yeah. Well, you rent one. That's
Shit, dude. It takes us took us 13 hours to get to Kurtz.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, bro. We're far, man.
See, I'm so spoiled. Like I'm like dead in the middle of the country. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
like even to get to Colorado, like to the trailhead was like 18 hours.
Shit. It took me 31 hours to get to Colorado.
Oh my god, dude, that's brutal.
And I drove straight through. Stupid. Don't ever do that.
That's we drive straight through, but I mean 18 hours is a lot better than 31.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Dude, we're only what, like 3.5 hours from Vermont? Like we're out here.
Yeah, I forget, dude. That makes it tough because that. I mean,
It'll probably
honestly,
take us
that's
5-6 hours to get to Ohio, right?
6. Yeah.
Just to get to Ohio.
that's probably the same then for me to get to Ohio.
That's all right. I'll fly. I got no problem flying.
Have you flown a lot with like your guns and bows and all that?
I've flown with guns, but not with my bow, and I've never seen any problem.
Never had a problem with it.
No, listen, bro. I used to work a lot in the industry, in the hunting industry. I used to do a lot of videos and photos. We flew to
Flew.
Sorry, I forgot how to speak. Apparently, we flew to
know
South
what to say.
America
Yeah.
with $45,000 worth of equipment, and nothing happened. Just in camera gear and stuff like that. We've flown to Alaska with it, Montana, you name it, dude. Just thousands and thousands and thousands of camera equipment, and it never happens. It's very rare. You bad luck.
What is
Yeah. Then what do you
So-
do with
What?
the meat and stuff then too?
Well, I've never
Thank you.
been successful in another state where I have to bring the meat, but my buddies either just butcher it and put it on a cooler and then just put it as your check bag. That's all it is. Just
Really?
put dry ice on it or just freeze it and then don't take it out until you go to. All you got to do is just pay for the extra weight. That's all it is.
So now you got to rent a vehicle. Now you got to find somewhere to buy a cooler.
Walmart, $35. Come on, Walmart, $35. Don't be exaggerated.
I'm not getting no $35 cooler to fit a deer with dry ice.
Just the meat? Come on.
$100. Where are you finding a $35 cooler to dry ice? I just bought a cheap ass fucking cooler. It was still $100.
The foam ones.
Just buy. Yeah. But you can buy cheap. I don't know, man. Go to a garage sale. Get one there. It doesn't really matter.
Multiple hunts. Gonna hunt for garage sales and the deer.
It doesn't really. Go to Craigslist.
What do you draw
Facebook
sticks to see
Market.
who goes on the garage?
Facebook Marketplace. There's a ton of places where you can get the meat, man.
Oh my gosh.
I guess it's just easier to drive your truck.
Easier than drive 31 hours? I don't think so, buddy. I'll fly. I got no problem.
Oh,
You'll drive 35 hours, and I'll just sit in
Well,
my
it
plane.
keeps
21.
going up and up.
Yeah, it's 21.
Yeah.
31.
35 we're in California
31
hunting
now is
Tulio
to
now.
Colorado.
I don't know. I seen it happen.
We do gain some hours on the way there.
I seen it happen. So
Well, I'm just spoiled. I like to have my truck.
okay. So let me ask you something. If you go to Alaska and hunt a moose, are you driving to Alaska?
If I go to Alaska and hunt a moose, that just means I drop $10,000. I'm not worried about the extra $800 to ship my meat back.
But you will ship it though.
But if I'm going on a whitetail hunt,
So what's the
$500?
So do this. So do this. Go to Alaska. You kill the whitetail. Get the pieces of meat you want, right? Then the other one you give it to charity, and then you don't have a lot of baggage. You know you can bring meat on your carry-on too. You don't even have to check it.
Jesus, that sounds like a lot of work.
What do you mean? I'm done with you two, bro. You two are done. Then you call me a girl.
I think you're underestimating how much money you're going to have into that.
I don't think so, man.
Well, we'll just have to figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We got a
You know,
year.
I'm
Yeah.
to rent a truck too for a week? Holy fuck.
Well, it depends. The truck
just-
depends. All you need is an all-wheel drive. You don't even need a truck. So it's an extra like $300-400,
Yeah, I drove
which
to
you
Colorado.
which you spend in gas. So
I drove to Colorado in a Subaru Impreza
yeah,
and took it up the mountain on Colorado. 11,000 feet I had that bitch at.
No shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
If it's not snowing, you don't need a 4x4. All you need is an all-wheel drive. That's all it is.
Damn. I don't know if you would have made it up the trailhead where we were.
Well, then we park in the bottom and you give us a ride up. That's why you guys are there. I'll sit in the bed of the truck. I got no problem.
Fucking ratchet strapping us to the top of the roof.
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys got so much more to think about, like being out where you were at to travel.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
right.
I mean, we are fortunate enough. We have a shit ton of public land out here, and we can cover 4 states in 3 hours. So, like, we can cover some shit. Like, we're just not in the mecca of the deer woods, right? And we got great. Well, no, I wouldn't say great. We got bear hunting. What do you think? We got pretty fucking good bear hunting.
Oh, we got really good bear hunting.
Yeah.
Because how many bear are killed here a year without bait? Other places, yeah.
True. I didn't think of that. That's a good point.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much everyone around here, they just bait bear.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can't bait nothing.
Nope.
Really?
No.
Not even
You guys-
squirrels.
No,
You guys
bueno.
Nope. No dogs.
Oh, no dogs.
Nope.
Oh, that's like, see, we alternate every other year. Bait hunters season opens first, and then dog hunters open first. You know, and they just keep
Oh shit.
alternating.
Yeah.
No shit.
We don't have none of that. It's woodsmanship, my friend, or trail cameras, and you got to learn off of that way.
Or luck.
Or luck, yeah. And that, I mean, we have every year 700, 800 pound bears killed here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, there's a guy that's like 30 minutes north from where I live, and they've shot him, his wife, and his daughter have all shot a black bear over 600.
No shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
I want to shoot one so bad and just render the fat. That's literally all I want to do is render the fat.
I've gotten a tag like 2 or 3 times because we can draw them like super easy in the zone I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I've never like I'll bait them and stuff, and I'll get them all whatever from whatever time we can start baiting till 3 weeks up till season, and then once the acorns start dropping, like they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
I've killed 2, one with the bow, one with the rifle. I was with Antonio when he killed with the bow, and then I've been around 2 others that have been killed with the rifles. So
Yeah, bear. My dad's shot one with a bow, but it was on bait too. You know, it's not the same. My wife's family, they run dogs.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it's different. You know, like I mean, if you it's kind of like a ethics type thing. If you like that or if you don't, you know.
I don't know if I would like that or not. I don't know if I would.
Me personal, like I respect it. I understand what you did with the dogs. But I wouldn't like it. I've been there and I've watched it happen, and I don't know. It's kind of brutal to me.
It's just
I just
not
don't.
in, yeah.
They just chase the tree. You go up, you shoot it, and
Yeah.
bear's like scared out of its mind. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where, like, if you grow up with it, it's
Yeah.
like second nature. But to like not have it and then introduce it, it's like, nah, dude, like we're not doing that.
I know
It's
I
funny.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's funny hearing like the two sides because like so they've raised bear dogs their whole life, and they always make fun of the people who bait bear, and then the people who bait bear don't like the
Yeah.
just back and forth.
Dude, my cameras fucking suck today.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, I got pictures too.
Yeah, we don't like we're very limited to what we can do here in PA. You can't bait nothing. You can't run dogs for nothing. The only thing you have a dog for is waterfowl, right? And pheasant. That's it.
Not even coons or coyotes.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Not coyotes.
No.
Can you?
Oh, you can do turkey if I'm not mistaken. Full turkey.
Full
with it.
turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
That's
we
a
do.
tradition.
It's pretty big around here for coyote tournaments.
Interesting. I've seen like the videos where they pretty much use the dog, like the dog is like a fucking live. I don't even know. Like they chase them down, right?
Yeah, you're thinking of the ones where they like run out and like bring the coyotes in, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh.
ones like that I've been a part of, you get like on CB radios and you get set up on like the next road, and the dogs will turn across like a field by the road, and I mean 5 guys jump out and hammer them down.
Just pushing them. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's kind of
discreet.
Yeah.
I've got a couple. It's kind of weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the dog thing.
For bear?
For anything.
Yeah.
Even like down south, they push them for deer and shit. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know if but it's what I'm used to. It's,
Yeah, I've never experienced it, and I'd rather not like have a hard take on something until I've tried it. Like saddle hunting, gay. I can say that because I tried it. Yeah, I don't want to talk on some shit I haven't done or seen.
Yeah. I was gonna
Like-
say I've done it both, and it's just not for me. But like I respect it, and I know all the work that goes into it. So it's to each his own.
Right.
Well, and some states, like, dude, that's like the only way, like with the wolves,
Mm-hmm.
the number one way they're getting wolves in Wisconsin is trappers.
Right.
Like, it's not the actual hunters that are getting them. They ain't getting shit. It's the trappers that are killing all the wolves.
right.
So, they've been trying to get rid of that for fucking ever because these dipshits that are posting the videos next to the live wolves caught in a trap,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the problem. The people making all the rules are fucking so far removed from reality. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that bear hunting is grizzly hunting is illegal out west or out in the mountains is crazy.
Yeah, we didn't see any of that. I seen 6 black bear when I was out in Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
but they were all like real small.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tiny out there.
Well, there are not supposed to be any grizzlies in Colorado, apparently.
That's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I know when we were in Idaho and Montana, we seen one in Montana,
Okay.
hanging down by where the elk were like wintering.
Mm-hmm.
So the elk drop like low down to these like ranchers' hay fields and stuff, and they have all their giant round hay bales fenced in, and all the elk hang out around there. And one day when we were driving by, there was this grizzly just chasing this one cow elk around circle. Just
Jesus Christ.
That's
hilarious.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, we're probably gonna cut this one short here. We've been on the phone. Every time I talk to you, I feel like it's 2 hours.
It is 2 hours.
It is 2 hours. Look at that. On par.
yeah.
Shoot something, kill something. We'll get you back on later on. How's that sound?
Well, hope you guys fucking kill something.
Well,
I already did. I'm on the board.
yeah, 5 points.
Yeah. Well,
Good
hopefully
luck
you guys
this
get
season,
some
man.
time. Yeah, I was gonna say good luck to you guys, and hopefully you guys get some time to get out and.
Yeah.
We're pushing. We're saving time. We spend a lot of time in here working, getting everything set up, and it's time. And finally, we have time to go do what we like doing. So we're
Say
pumped
build
for
a
that.
couple of these episodes in the bank, and
That's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
We literally have another one like right in about 20 minutes.